Hey there, DIY friends. Welcome back to another exciting episode where we take ordinary materials and turn them into extraordinary creations. Today, we're going to do something really fun and unexpected. We're diving into the world of cement crafting, and trust me, it's going to be a blast. We're using cement to make beautiful things for our homes. You might think cement is just for sidewalks and construction, but it can be so much more. I know what you're thinking. Cement? Really? Trust me on this one. Cement can be stylish, versatile, and surprisingly easy to work with. It's also really easy to work with. We can make planters, which are perfect for adding a touch of greenery to any space. Trays, which can be both functional and decorative, and candle holders that add a cozy ambiance to your home. The possibilities are endless. Anything you can dream up, you can create with cement. Are you ready to get our hands a little dirty? Let's do it. Roll up your sleeves and let's dive into this creative adventure. We can make our cement projects look however we want. The beauty of DIY is that there are no rules. We can use different shapes, add colors to match our decor, or even put pretty things in the cement like shells, beads, or stones to give it a unique touch. This is a chance to let your creativity shine. Gather your friends and family, and make it a fun group activity. Don't be afraid to try new things and make your project your own. Experiment with different techniques and see what works best for you. The best part about cement is that it's super durable. Once it sets, it can withstand the elements and last for years. It can handle anything life throws at it, just like us. So, let's make something that will stand the test of time. So gather your materials and let's get started on this exciting DIY journey. Make sure you have everything you need before we begin. I promise you're going to love the results. Let's create something amazing together and have a lot of fun along the way. Before we start mixing and molding, it's crucial to ensure we have all the necessary supplies at hand. This preparation step will save us a lot of time and hassle later on. We need to gather our supplies. This is the foundation of our project, and having everything ready will make the process smooth and enjoyable. Don't worry, you won't need anything too fancy. You might even have some of this stuff already. First things first, we need cement. You can find this at any hardware store. There are different kinds of cement, but we'll keep it simple for this project. Look for Portland cement or ready-mix concrete. Portland cement is a versatile and reliable choice, perfect for a variety of DIY projects. If you're new to this, ready-mix concrete can be a convenient option, as it comes pre-mixed with the right proportions of cement, sand, and gravel. Now let's talk about molds. This is where you get to choose the shape of your project. You can use almost anything as a mold. Silicone molds work great, especially for detailed designs. You can also use plastic containers, like those empty yogurt cups you have in the recycling bin. Get creative. The possibilities are endless, and you can experiment with different shapes and sizes to see what works best for your project. Remember, the mold you choose will determine the final look of your creation, so take your time to select something that inspires you. We'll also need a few other things: water, a mixing bowl, a spoon, cooking spray, sandpaper, and some gloves to protect our hands. The mixing bowl will be used to combine our ingredients, and the spoon will help us mix everything thoroughly. Cooking spray is handy for greasing the molds, making it easier to release the finished product. Sandpaper will help us smooth out any rough edges once our project is complete. And of course, gloves are essential to keep our hands safe and clean during the process. If you want to add some color, grab some paint or pigment. This is a great way to personalize your project and make it truly unique. You can choose from a wide range of colors and finishes, from vibrant hues to subtle pastels. Experiment with different combinations to find the perfect look for your creation. Now that we have everything, let's move on to the fun part. With all our supplies gathered and ready, we're set to dive into the creative process. This is where the magic happens, and you'll see your ideas come to life. So, roll up your sleeves, and let's get started on this exciting DIY adventure. We're about to get a little messy, so let's prepare our workspace. Don't worry, we'll clean up afterward. First, find a flat surface, like a table or a countertop. Cover it with a plastic sheet or some old newspapers. We don't want any cement on our nice furniture. Make sure you have good ventilation in your workspace. You don't want to breathe in too much cement dust. Open a window or turn on a fan. It's also a good idea to wear a mask while you're mixing the cement. Now gather all your supplies and put them within reach. You don't want to be searching for your mixing spoon when you have cement on your hands. Once you have everything organized, we can move on to the next step. Let's mix up some cement. Alright, let's get our hands a little dirty. Put on your gloves and let's mix up some cement. This part is kind of like baking, but instead of cookies, we're making awesome home decor. First, pour some cement mix into your mixing bowl. How much you use depends on the size of your project. It's always better to start with less, and add more if you need it. Next, slowly add water to the cement and mix it together with your spoon. The consistency you're going for is like thick pancake batter. You don't want it too runny or too thick. Keep mixing until all the lumps are gone. This might take a few minutes. If you want to add color to your cement, now is the time. Sprinkle in some pigment or paint and mix it really well. Once your cement is smooth and the color is even, you're ready to pour it. Section 5. Molding your masterpiece. This is where the magic happens. We get to transform that plain cement into something beautiful. Grab your mold and lightly spray the inside with cooking spray. This will help your cement come out easily once it's dry. Now, carefully pour your cement mixture into the mold. Don't fill it all the way to the top though. Leave a little bit of space. Gently tap the mold on your work surface a few times. This will help get rid of any air bubbles. You can also use a toothpick to pop any bubbles that rise to the surface. If you want to make a planter, you'll need to create a space for your plant to sit. You can do this by placing a smaller container inside the mold, like a plastic cup. Just make sure it's centered and won't move around. Now comes the hard part, waiting. Section 6. The waiting game, curing your creation. Patience, my friends. Our cement masterpieces need time to cure, which basically means they need to harden. This is super important, so don't rush the process. Leave your mold undisturbed for at least 24 hours. You can cover it with a damp cloth to prevent it from drying too quickly. We want it to cure evenly. After 24 hours, you can check to see if the cement is firm. If it feels solid and doesn't leave an indent when you press on it, you can carefully remove it from the mold. If it's still a little soft, give it a few more hours. Once your cement creation is out of the mold, you'll need to let it cure for a few more days. This will ensure that it's completely dry and strong. Just leave it in a well-ventilated area and try not to touch it too much. We're almost there. Section 7. Smoothing out the rough edges. Now that our cement creations are cured and dry, let's give them a little polish. This is where the sandpaper comes in. Don't worry, this part is easy. Just grab your sandpaper and lightly rub it over any rough edges or bumps. You can also use it to smooth out the surface of your cement. Start with the medium grit sandpaper first, then switch to the fine grit sandpaper for a super smooth finish. Wipe away any dust with a damp cloth. See? Told you this part was easy. Now your cement creations are looking polished and professional. Section 8. Making it pretty, decorating your cement. This is where the magic happens, where we transform our simple cement creations into stunning pieces of art that reflect our personal style and creativity. This is my favorite part. The possibilities are endless and it's so much fun to see your vision come to life. Now we get to add our personal touch and make our cement creations truly unique. Whether you're making planters, stepping stones, or decorative tiles, this is your chance to let your imagination run wild. There are so many ways to decorate your cement. You can paint it, add stencils, or even embed pretty things in it. The choice is yours, and each method brings its own charm and character to your project. Embedding items is a fantastic way to add texture and interest. You can use anything from colorful beads and stones to shells and pieces of broken glass. Just press them gently into the wet cement before it dries. If you're painting your cement, acrylic paint works best. It's durable and comes in a wide range of colors, allowing you to create vibrant, eye-catching designs. You can paint the whole thing one color, which gives a clean, modern look. Or, you can get creative with patterns and designs, adding a personal touch that makes your piece stand out. Patterns and designs can be as simple or as intricate as you like. Use painter's tape to create clean lines and geometric shapes, or freehand your own unique designs. Painter's tape is a great tool for creating clean lines and geometric shapes. Simply apply the tape to your cement piece, paint over it, and then remove the tape to reveal your design. Stencils are another fun way to add designs to your cement. You can find a wide variety of stencils at craft stores or online, from simple shapes to intricate patterns. When using stencils, secure them to your cement with painter's tape to keep them in place. This will help you achieve clean, crisp lines and prevent the paint from bleeding underneath. Secure the stencil to your cement with painter's tape, then use a foam brush to apply paint. Foam brushes are great for stenciling because they help distribute the paint evenly without smudging. Once you've applied the paint, carefully remove the stencil to reveal your design. It's always exciting to see the final result. Want to add some texture and dimension? Try embedding things in your cement while it's still wet. This technique adds a tactile element to your project and can make it even more visually interesting. You can use beads, stones, shells, or even pieces of broken glass. The key is to press them gently into the cement before it dries, ensuring they stay in place. Beads, stones, shells, and pieces of broken glass all make excellent additions. They catch the light beautifully and add a unique touch to your creation. Broken glass in particular can create stunning effects. Just be careful when handling it to avoid any injuries. Just press them gently into the cement before it dries. This ensures they stay securely in place and become a permanent part of your design. Once you're finished decorating, let your cement creation dry completely. This can take anywhere from a few hours to a couple of days, depending on the size and thickness of your piece. Then, seal it with a clear sealant to protect your beautiful work of art. This final step ensures your design stays vibrant and protected from the elements, allowing you to enjoy your creation for years to come. Section 9. Show off your style. Congratulations, my friend. You've officially transformed ordinary cement into something extraordinary. You've created a one-of-a-kind piece of home decor with your own two hands. How amazing is that? Now it's time to find the perfect spot for your new creation. Use your cement planter to display your favorite succulents or herbs. Arrange your cement candle holders on your coffee table for a warm and inviting glow. The possibilities are endless. Don't be afraid to experiment with different styles and techniques, and most importantly, have fun with it. Remember, crafting is all about expressing your creativity and making your home a reflection of you. So go ahead, show off your style, and be proud of what you've created.